A tense moment inside the Lindsay Clancy murder trial has sparked a courtroom clash after her defense attorney claimed a prosecutor was caught on a hot mic saying, "Shut her up." The alleged comment came Thursday as Clancy became visibly emotional during graphic testimony about the autopsy of her 8-month-old son, Callan. Medical examiner Dr. Kimberly Springer was presenting autopsy photographs when Clancy could be heard sobbing and was eventually taken from the courtroom for a recess. Then, on Friday, defense attorney Kevin Reddington raised the alleged hot mic moment before Judge William Sullivan. Reddington argued that if the prosecutor really said, "Shut her up," that was completely inappropriate, telling the judge, "This is not like The Handmaid's Tale. You can't tape her mouth shut." But prosecutors offered a very different explanation. They said they had reviewed the clip and claimed the prosecutor was actually saying, "Shut it off," referring to the autopsy photographs being displayed on the courtroom screen. Judge Sullivan then appeared to address the controversy directly, warning that inappropriate or disruptive comments would not be tolerated.
No, I don't want to go to the sidebar. I really don't want to go to the sidebar.
I need to know what you're going to talk about before.
I want to tell you that they got picked up on a hot mic saying, "Shut her up," during the playing of that autopsy.
All right.
This is not like Handmaid's Tale where you're going to tape them out.
So I'm not doing that at all. I just want to find out what the issue is. There's a lot of privileged issues, and then you can tell me that, and then.
The dramatic exchange comes as Clancy's trial continues to focus heavily on what was happening to her mentally in the weeks before the January 2023 killings. Clancy is accused of strangling her 3 children, 5-year-old Cora, 3-year-old Dawson, and 8-month-old Callan, with exercise bands at their Duxbury, Massachusetts home. She has pleaded not guilty, with her defense arguing that postpartum psychosis and medication contributed to her lack of criminal responsibility. And now, the courtroom has turned to another crucial part of that defense: Clancy's psychiatric treatment before the killings. On Friday, psychiatrist Dr. Aaliyah Goodhart took the stand and testified about treating Clancy earlier in January 2023, including her 5-day voluntary stay at McLean Hospital. And that testimony could prove crucial to the defense's argument about Clancy's mental state in the days leading up to the tragedy.
During this interaction with her on the January 3rd, did you observe any signs of psychosis?
No.
And in the notes and the interactions with the providers prior to your meeting between January 1st and January 3rd, did anyone ever note any symptoms or concerns for psychosis?
No.
And you're aware that Ms. Clancy was also still in that, what was considered the postpartum period, right? She had had a child in May of 2022?
That's a tricky question to answer because different organizations or agencies assign postpartum a different length of time.
Okay, and so in your training experience and your experience as a person who diagnoses,
yes.
Did you consider postpartum as part of what you had to figure out here with this patient? Or was it really not a consideration?
It was.
Okay, and why was it for you?
I mean, she had a child, and the risk of postpartum depression, postpartum psychosis is a serious consideration.
Okay. Now, after this first meeting with Ms. Clancy on the 3rd, were you able to give her, in your own opinion, a diagnosis?
Yes.
And what was that?
You said after the 3rd?
Right.
Okay, so that would mean one meeting.
Yes.
I gave her a diagnosis of insomnia with a mental health condition because one day of observation wasn't sufficient for me to figure out if she truly to give a solid diagnosis because it sticks with the patient.
Right. Fair to say you just didn't have enough information at that point.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
I did not have any concerns about her safety or a risk for anybody else.
Okay, but as far as from a diagnostic perspective, would you have preferred to have more information about her sleep patterns and her mood?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you said that you didn't have a concern for her safety. So what, in your time that you were with her, that you met with her, and all the information that you reviewed, what were identified as maybe protective factors that made you feel comfortable that she was safe?
She was, there are several things. She was future-oriented. She was clearly invested in her children. She was a caring mother, just like a caring mother. She had her parents around to help her. She had family and supports. We ensured that she would have outpatient psychiatric care for follow-up. She didn't have a history of suicide. She had no history of psychosis, postpartum psychosis. She had a stable place to live.